Good morning, guys. We got another stream here trying to get to 1 million population in city Skylines. We're about 3/4 of the way there. We'll definitely get past 750,000 today. Yeah, let's go ahead and have some fun. So, welcome back. Let's see. There we go. Let's get on the game. Yes, of course. We're almost back to making money. There we go. Back in the green for the first time in several months. Like I said last time, if I don't balance out the budget by the time I get to 1,000,000 simoleons left in my treasury, I will go through the entire map and destroy all educational facilities, aside from libraries. Because since I have the Large Hadron Collider, I don't need those other educational facilities. The LHC takes care of all the education needs of the city. But I think we're pretty close to balancing the budget. So, not too worried about it. billion a week, so, you know, try to keep it relatively flat. Saltine cracker. I love spam calls in the morning. Hello, Sukoji. I do not, force and mod. I don't think I have that one. What does it do? Excuse me. That acid reflux happening again. Hey, thanks for following. Appreciate it. I think I'll have to increase the size of that on OBS so you guys can see it a little better. There we go. We are oh so close to 750K, and then just a hop, skip, and a jump away from 1 million. If we could get this far, we can get to 1 million. Might just take a couple months, but we'll do it. looks good. That looks good too. And that looks good 3. Excuse me. Hi. Hello, Drixie. How are you doing today? Excuse me. Goodness gracious. Alright, 1K more to get to 750,000. Oh, I understand. Yeah, I know the feeling. And it seems like a lot of those virus scans out there that are supposed to help you don't really do the trick anymore. Like McAfee is actually more of a malware than it is a virus cleaner type of thing, right? I know the feeling. I do. Never really understood why people just do that stuff just to do it, you know, just create malicious programs on the computer just to screw with people. Never made sense to me. But then I'm not evil, so, you know. I mean, who pays them? You know? Sure, I mean, like, doing the malware type of thing that is like a keylogger where you can steal people's passwords and then get into their bank accounts and whatnot, that's one thing. But just getting on their computer to bork it, just to do it, I mean, that's like 90% of the malware out there. And I don't understand. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Some people are just crappy. Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. Definitely a lot of them do in fact do that. I mean, my guess is those who just go around and bork people's computers for the hell of it, they're probably paid by foreign countries or something to act as commerce jams for the United States primarily, but, you know, could be for any Western first world country. A variety of reasons to do completely nonsensical stuff. C'est la vie, as I always say. I'm glad to hear everything's getting better for you then. That's good. That's one of our dogs. We've got 7 dogs in this house, believe it or not. 7. I don't know, man. Dogs are awesome. You can never have enough as far as I'm concerned. If I had a farm, 101 acres, I'd have 101 dogs. A dog for every single acre. Dogs are a blessing to us. Saved more lives than can be counted. There's no doubt about that. Darn right. Don't you love spam calls in the morning? Here we are just talking about scammers and viruses and stuff, and it's like, already gotten 2 spam calls this morning. And it's only been 30 minutes. Ay, ay, ay. No, friend, you cannot have my money that I worked my butt off to get. It is mine. You cannot steal it. I noticed that there was a sudden explosion of scammers and all that stuff right around 2016, or no, it was like 2018 time frame. Same here. More spam calls than actual calls. Kind of heartbreaking if you really think about it. It's like we're so disconnected as a society now, despite having all these ways to contact one another, that kind of, the word is atomized, where we get more spam calls than actual calls from family and friends. It's really sad. But yeah, I noticed a giant increase, probably a 4-fold increase in scammers and spam and stuff like that, right around the 2018 time frame. And it's like, something had to have happened behind the scenes that we don't know about that led to that happening. Like, maybe a foreign country paid to start these scammer call centers or something like that. Or maybe there was one, Price's Law, highly competent and nefarious person who decided to start making these scam call centers in the pseudo-private sector. I think it's something to that effect. Like, there's this guy I watch on YouTube. His channel name is Scammer Payback, and he goes by the pseudonym Pierogi. I think he actually has pinpointed one of those Price's Law bad people out there, and that guy just doesn't seem to have any ruth. He's ruthless. Doesn't care. He just wants to steal people's money. He's a psychopath. The guy who Pierogi found. Yeah, those people you just can't... You gotta take the gloves off with. You can't give them any quarter because they're just gonna take advantage of you. They do move in on TikTok as well. They're all over the damn place. Instagram. I mean, goodness gracious. I get like 5-10 people following me per day on Instagram that are just Elon Musk impersonators. It's ridiculous. I mean, what do you do about that? It's like forcing our hand into using AI to determine who's real and who's a scam bot or whatever. And I'm not honestly, I'm not really against AI. I think it's something that's just gonna happen. But goodness gracious. These horrible people out there that just keep on stealing and stealing. Doesn't make any sense. They don't realize that they keep on doing that, and they're going to destroy the very system that allows them to live. Leeches, parasites is what they are. It's no way to live. But these people, they tend to be the type of people who only care about their own little circle and their personal friends and family and stuff like that. They are heartless. And I noticed that with all these scammers that Pierogi has on his show when he's, basically scam baiting them. They are people who only have a vision of their own personal family. And that's the only way you're going to get through to them to stop doing what they're doing. Which is to say, your parents would be ashamed of you for doing this. Because 99.9% of the time, they would be. If they knew that their children or their grandchildren were making money by stealing it from other people. And, it's the same thing with all these occultists out there, like, the Satanists and whatever, people in the Illuminati. Much of the time, they justify what they're doing. Most of the time, they justify what they're doing by saying, why do you care about anybody else? Why don't you just care about your family? Put food on the table for your family. They're horrible people. They're horrible people. Yeah. The only way you're going to get through to them is tell them how ashamed their own family would be of them for doing what they're doing. And even then it's not guaranteed that you will. There are people like the Joker who just want to see the world burn. Of course they exist. Excuse me. Yeah, the very first level of making any headway on that discussion is to just say, is just to admit that they exist. Yes, of course the Illuminati exists. And they're not good people. They're not. I mean, just look at what Sam Smith did. What was it, during the NFL halftime show, I think it was? The last one. Basically, he was Satan worshipping Beef Wellington, is what he looked like. He was wearing a cross-laced devil costume, and he's, a rather obese individual, so it did not look good on him, I'll just say that. Yes, they do. It's not thinking, it's knowing that they do. They're pretty dang open about it, in fact. And about how much they have, their hands on society, basically like marionettes, treating people like marionettes. A few years back, I remember Katy Perry, for example, coming on her, I think it was her YouTube channel. No, it was a variety of her different socials. And she was just crying her eyes out. It was back in the time frame where she had her hair dyed blonde and it was cut short and all that. Because she realized what she had done. She had sold her soul to the devil. You can find those videos online if you want to find them. But, just like search Katy Perry crying or something, and you'll find what I'm talking about. But when she first got into the whole entertainment industry, she was very naive about it and didn't think that that stuff was real. You know, and then turns out, oh yeah, it's real. These people really are trying to do what I'm saying they're doing. It's not fake. It's real. And if you are naive about it and not seeing that very fact, then you will be taken advantage of. This is part of the reason why they make it so open and obvious in society, so that they can justify, I'm talking about the Illuminati, can justify to themselves what they're doing. And it's not justified, even so, but they're trying to convince themselves that it is. Well, not all of them. I mean, people like Gary Sinise, Kevin Sorbo, Kirk Cameron, they haven't. Mel Gibson had for a while, and that's why he went on a pseudo-psychotic break, because he was trying to break free of that. I think a similar thing happened to Dave Chappelle. A similar thing, not the same thing. But yeah, I mean, a lot of them have sold their souls to the devil. And whether you believe in the devil or not doesn't really matter, because they do. That's what matters. And they're going to, Jesuit style, try to foist their beliefs onto society, which means trying to bring about the four horsemen of the apocalypse in one way, shape, or form. They're insane. They're completely insane. And we have to deal with it because we've given them the rungs of power without even realizing it. The thing about power is that it tends to attract some of the worst people, because good people don't want that power. Just look at the movie Gladiator. That is legitimately, I mean, the way, Maximus Decimus Meridius was portrayed was somebody who did not want to become Caesar. And that's the way most decent people are. They just want to live their lives and be left alone. Thing is, evil people want that power. Yeah. I know, man. I know. But they do. I can tell you that a lot of them no doubt sell their souls because, one, they don't actually believe it's real, or they don't believe in anything beyond their personal vision. Two, they're very short-sighted, and these kind of go together. They're very short-sighted, and they see the immediate gratification of lots of money and women and all the other stuff that they might want. But it sounds cliche for me to tell you this, but that stuff really is pointless. You only need it so that you can build shit, right? If you're actually going to try to acquire those resources to be a good steward of them, you have them so that you can make the world a better place for yourself and for everyone else. It's not meant for you to go on hedonistic junkets and stuff like that. There's no purpose to that. I mean, it goes nowhere. Okay, so you can go and, smoke your crack and whatever and have 10 women and X, Y, and Z debauchery, but in light of eternity, what does that matter? Okay, you get an hour of ecstasy. You get bored of it pretty dang quick. So, it sounds cliche because cliches are cliches for a reason. Because we have to relearn everything that our ancestors learned every 20 years, because we don't live very long lives, we have to keep repeating the same cliches to get us to not forget this stuff. And we still forget. We still forget. you can't blame people for the most part, because again, we don't live very long lives. It's not easy, especially when you have all these forces that are trying to lead us astray. You know? Yeah, they're stuck. You know? They're stuck in those positions. They've already signed the dotted line, and they need to fulfill those contracts. I mean, there's a way out of the contracts. There always is. But for them, there's only two ways. Either you break the individuals who are trying to keep that contract in place. I'm talking about the Illuminati and people like them, right? Evil people. You'd have to destroy their entire 8,000-year-old pedophile ring, which is doable, but it's the hard path. Or you fulfill the contract by being killed. Either that, or you live the life that they have made you live. So, hey, stop it. Another way to do it is to sever the contract by their choice, which is what Mel Gibson did. They were trying to use him as a vector to lead people astray, right? This supposedly highly Christian individual, sorry about that, who was a bigwig in the entertainment industry, and he realized what they were trying to do with him, and that's why he made himself look ugly. He dirtied himself up so that they could no longer use him for those purposes. In other words, tried to turn him into a false idol that they could burn upon a funeral pyre, along with everybody else that was following him. Which was the best move, honestly. I'm sad to see that he is no longer with his wife and all that, but you know, he severed that very bad contract, which was a very good move. And he still has kids. You know, he might not be married to his wife anymore. He might be estranged from that family, but he still has kids, and he has a legacy that will continue. So, it's not all bad. Just could have been better. So like I said, whether you believe in it or not, these evil entities, these evil people do believe in it. And they're going to try to live it out. They're going to try to foist it upon everyone else. If you don't know who and what the Jesuits are, they're the Catholic version of this, or they claim to be Catholic. They're basically like a cadre of high-ranking Catholic priests and bishops and stuff like that are trying to force Jesus to come back by causing the prophecies of the Bible to actually occur. No, I don't know the story of Robert Johnson. Please, elaborate. See, if I had billions upon billions of dollars, you know what I would do with it? Basically what Elon Musk is doing. I'd build orbiting hotels. I would invest in the Skylines space plane, Andrea Rossi's cold fusion, which basically I believe is a veiled version, or the fusion breakthroughs that we've had in the last couple months, I think, are actually Andrea Rossi's invention, but veiled by the other research and stuff, which I'm not complaining. As long as the technology is getting out, fine, okay, you're cool. But Andrea Rossi deserves credit for what he did. I will definitely say that. Guy figured it out. He's a good person. Love that guy. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Let's see. Excuse me. By the way, if you haven't followed my channel, I'd really appreciate it if you did. It would help me out. Let's see. American musician? No, you're good, man. No stress. Well, I tell you, I'm not surprised. One of many, many people who have done that. Heartbreaking. But like I said, being naive to it and having to relearn everything that we forget from one generation to another does not make it easy. Definitely doesn't make it easy. Well, you know, part and parcel of that, like I was saying, there's only a few ways out of that contract. Either they sever the contract on their end, you die, you take down the members of the contract on the other end. Yeah, there's only a few ways out of it. Or you complete it. Sounds about right. But you know, people like me, constantly attacked by the system, because I'd actually try to do something decent with the money that I would get. I'd build stuff. That's why I like games like Skylines. I would build cities and space exploration and get us on Mars and invest in incredible technologies like the Skylon space plane. You know, all that stuff. No, you have to be consciously aware of what you're doing, even if on a naive, not believing level, but you have to be aware that you're doing it. Like, you might see it as some silly ritual, but they don't. Like, they mean it when they're when they have you literally sign a contract in your blood. They mean it. They're not playing games. But they might laugh and giggle with you to try to get you into that naive state so that they can take advantage of you. It is. It is very. And that's why you see so many terrified actors and actresses in the entertainment industry nowadays that are trying to find ways to get out of these contracts because they didn't think that they were real. Turns out they were. Chiron, get on your mat. On your mat. On your mat. All the way. Yep, you're picking up on what I'm putting down. That's exactly what I mean. If the devil's real, what else must also exist? And we know we're not in this fight by ourselves. We definitely have some help. Doesn't mean it's going to be easy, though. Well, I think it's all of our business in some way, shape, or form. Because you see, if you don't pay attention to that stuff, like I'm saying, then eventually it will come to bite you. I mean, look at what's happening in the world today. All those people out there who are just trying to live their own lives, I wish you could. But because these creatures are blocking our way of doing that, it's going to destroy the world. It's an unfortunate reality. I would love to be able to live my own life and have people leave me the hell alone, but they just won't allow it. These creatures won't allow it. Oh, looks like we've got a death wave coming on. Yep. Fucking, pardon my language. Damn death waves. I'm so glad that they're fixing this in City Skylines 2. Such a game-breaking thing. It's so annoying. It doesn't matter how many of these dang crematoriums and cemeteries you've got around. The death waves keep happening. Oh yeah, I'm very much looking forward to that game. I I love building games. They're so much fun to me. Um, I used to play the crap out of SimCity 4, SimCity 3000, SimCity 2000. Loved those games. Didn't play SimCities 5 because, I mean, I heard about how bad it was when it came out, and I was just like, I'm not gonna deal with that stuff. But yeah, definitely gonna be playing City Skylines 2. I've been watching all the videos that have been coming out on it, and it definitely looks like it's going to live up to the hype. Not too much hype because, you know, the management sim building games are a rather small niche. So if you're talking about a lot of hype in this niche, it's nowhere near the kind of hype that you might get in like a Fortnite or something like that. But nevertheless, for me, it looks like it's going to live up to my expectations. I mean, all I wanted was to have a basically just an improved City Skylines 1. Don't have to make any cosmic changes, just improve the graphics a little bit, improve the variety of buildings, you know, stuff like that. And then I'd be happy. Yeah, for sure. It's definitely going to be CPU hog or resource hog, for sure. Just like City Skylines 1 is. Both of these games are pretty hard for computers to handle. I mean, I got a 3090, an RTX 3090, and a Core i9 13900. And my computer handles this game just fine, but this game is 8 years old. So when number 2 comes out, I can only imagine how tough that's going to be on computers. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was made in 2015. This game is an elderly feller for a game. Yeah. I'm definitely getting up there in the years myself, so can't believe I'm 34 years old. Well, my eldest brother is 41, so it's not too far away. Like I said before, we don't live very long lives, you know? You know, he is old. He knows it. He's an elderly feller. Back in his day, get off my lawn! C'est la vie, my friend. C'est la vie. Age catches up to every one of us. It spares no one. See if this is high enough. Yep. I don't know French. I just know a few words. That's it. Like c'est la vie, Elonze. You know, I don't know any French. I am, like, 20% French by blood, though. Something like that. Eh. What, baguette? No, I wasn't. Honestly. I was actually thinking about, you ever seen the movie Inglourious Bastards? Arrivederci. Buongiorno. Now that's a bastardization of French, right? Well, you know, that's just too cliche. What does that mean? Voulez-vous... I can't even say it. I don't know how to pronounce it. Sometimes we're simply too predictable, huh? Alright, well, appreciate that. Well, I appreciate your follow, and you have a good day as well, okay? Bon voyage. I'll be back. Alrighty. So here. It's all piped in, it's got electricity. Let's see. Okay, still got plenty. Okay, let's see. Don't have enough. So, need 400, let's say 500,000 for sewage. So how many is that? It's like 4 or 5 of these. Let's make 5. And then I need about 600,000 for water. So I need 10 of these. So let's make like 12 of them or something. Balanced out. Okay, that's what I wanted. Good. Gluten tug. Yeah, that saved me a lot of money. Let's see here. Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. Alright then. Son of a biscuit. Kind of like a levee almost. That'll probably take care of most of the issues. That's gonna be a bit until that clears up. It's alright. That's just gushing out there. Alright, looks like I should probably put these somewhere else. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 or 10. I put 9 of them. That doesn't cause the water to gush too high. of water flowing in. Well, we'll see if this works out. Okay, those are on. Might be reaching the flow limit of this area. So I got a few feet to go on this side, but this one is just like right there. Somebody messaging me on here? I don't see anything. Okay, still some wiggle room down here. That was fun, huh? It'll take a while for that to clear out. Done flowing in yet? doesn't make a huge deal. I just don't like seeing that. Huge difference, pardon me. Okay. It's still flowing. Oh, damn it. Are you serious? I don't know what I'm supposed to do about that. Should I do this? Maybe I should do this. It's clean water because I have the Eden project. I guess I'm just going to have to lean all the way into it. Because I seriously could not have it doing this. Well, that is more than slightly annoying. Okay, let's see, does it drain it? Yes. I'll put some over here too. These, 120. So that'll do for now. Huh. That's not good. So it's 4. So eliminate 8. 6. 2 more. It's ridiculous. Son of a biscuit. I tell you though, somehow my income is still going up. I'll figure it out eventually. Alright, whatever. I think that's all I'm gonna do for today. Alrighty, team. It's been fun, and probably see you again tomorrow.